Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Ouya video. Today, actually, why don't we look at this guy here? Read-only memories. I've seen a bit of this played at, it was Ouya's coverage at E3. Now that I played a little bit yesterday, but unfortunately, since I was in a hotel room with bad walls, in the start of the record, I heard something thrown against the wall. That was the enemies, yes. The neighbor's sign to me, stop recording. It's 12 at night. Anyways, read-only memories. A new cyberpunk adventure beta. So let's see what the game's about. New game. Prologue. Neo San Francisco, 12/19/2064. 50 years from now. Home, sweet home. Oh, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. At least you're out of the fog. Excuse me. Whiskey there. Talk, look, use. Talk to the sink. You try talking to the sink, but it gives you the cold soldier. Why am I stuck on that word? Anyways, how rude. Soldier. There we go. Anyway, so by the way, Y to unselect. So up there in the left, I could select talk, look, use. So let's look around, and O to select. So you don't know what exactly that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing. That's quite troubling. Hayden gave this to you. Their group is old, but the music is timeless. Or at least that's what they say. A beautiful 24/7 view, if you're a fan of up-close masonry, or if you want a backdrop to a stand-up, like the improv. You know, just have a microphone there, webcam. Hey, how you doing? What about these airplane food, huh? All right. Girl Lappy. She may not be the most powerful, or the fastest, or have the best screen, but, well, you see, she's, she works. That she does. And she works hard for her money. Ow, I hit myself in the head. She works hard for her money. No, I knocked my headphones off. That's what you call coordination. How many long nights have you spent? Take two. How many nights have you been drinking coffee and trying to get a report in before the rent was due? Is that a book holding the window open? Hold on. A copy of Am Strider's Wigfield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially when you can't keep your window propped open. What's that? Well, at least you feel safe behind this newly installed security door. Okay. Excuse me. Again, whiskey and soda is about a 50-50 in a 20-ounce can. Your home within your home. Nothing like curling under those blankets and escaping away for a while. So I think we looked at everything, except for what the hell's that? You better submit your article before you go to sleep. Yeah, this succulent is a pretty bad shape. Aren't you supposed to be one of the easier plants? Yeah, I actually had cactuses die on me, but that's because of water issues. Anyways, let's go ahead and use then the computer, I'm assuming. Is a bit of a relic and pretty slow to load. So now that I have time, let me talk to you. Anyways, you have an article due tonight. Better finish it before drifting off to sleep. Okay, use then, is that YouTube? The walls are paper thin. Watching a live feed at this hour would probably cause your neighbors to kill you. Ironic considering I was recording this yesterday and a neighbor threw something at me because of how thin the walls was, so. Ironic. Or irony, or meta. Anyways, so is it this one here? Or is it this guy here? Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Journalistic, selling your soul, bit by bit. Character by character. Finished? Now, send it off to the editor. I hope you really enjoy writing about headphones. Hey, you gotta review stuff. Work is finally out of the way. Maybe you can read some SF or catch up on some news. Is this me? Okay, here we go. Is that what this is? Okay, today. Golden Gate Park vandalism on the rise. December 16th, JJ for you all and Ouya T stands were destroyed last night. Act of vandalism. The damage to the cart seemed to have been done by a large, seamless ROM that locals have reported showing up randomly at night and lumbering back into the forest. Some suspect that the damage might have been caused by thugs wanting even to make it seem like it was done by a ROM. If there is a ROM living in Golden Gate Park, this would be the first case of a ROM living out in the wild. When you reach out to the Parallax on this matter, they assured us that this was purely a myth that seemed to suddenly pop up where low-revenue businesses seemed to need to make an insurance claim, and didn't anticipate the attribution of the damage to their models. Is this ROM in the wild the real deal, or made-up connection by those looking to make a quick bucks? Quotation. I can't read to save my life. Why am I reading the game? Anyways. Human occupy they still have hashtags in the future. Anyways. So things suck in the future too, right? What's this guy then? The Neo 49ers Quest for 10 is back on. Holy shit, they're at 6. So they won 4 more, and they only won 4 more championships in 40 years. Then again, the Cardinals haven't won nothing in almost has it been 100? No, it's been anyways, the Cardinals suck. Just kidding. Anyways, new candlestick, that's not the name of it. What is the name of the new stadium? They just built a new one. And it wouldn't be... Can the 49ers punch their ticket to the playoffs and bring the first Super Bowl ring back to Neo San Francisco since moving back to Candlestick after nearly 50 years of hiatus from the city? 50 years. So this is 50 years in the future. Whatever. Since moving back, setbacks, lose to Mexico's Los Luchadores and the New York Giants in the playoffs. But with the new coach, disciplined the team Super Bowl LXXTX victory over the Tokyo Titans. Team Titans, go! Anyways. Okay. Optimistic about, again, Mexico doesn't like football. They like football. So, what am I doing? Can I, yeah, walls of paper thin. Anything else? Well, let's go ahead and log out then. Let's go ahead and use the computer again. No, hold on. Let's use the bed, I guess. Time to sleep. Uh-oh. Sexy babe in my window. Well, not sexy, but... Hello? Why ain't I doing anything if I'm seeing all this? Oh. Ah, good. You're finally awake. I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic arrangements? How did you get in here? I came in through the front door. The cryogenic algorithms it used are actually quite What? It only took me 17 trillion Yes, yeah, that can happen in one. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knock off of the... Yes. Yes. Don't feel too bad. I cheated a bit when I cross-referenced known significant numeric codes against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it was significant obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Birthday of your dog. I guess most people know that. Frankly, I feel... Oh, wait a minute. This guy should have a voice. Robots... Frankly, I feel a little silly that I took my time to do it when I noticed that the lock on your window adjacent to the door is broken, and you left it open. Really? My dog broken? No. Really, my dog birthday. My window's broken? Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a priority bolt head I am not equipped to remove. It took the liberty of finding a maintenance request with the building superintendent. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it would take him 16 working days to come and repair it. Not quite to my standards. Really, my dog's... You still hung up on that? Whatever. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if it had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try to store the data directly. I would suggest investigating in the Model 1355. The 1385 is newer, but I find it added an attack vector introduced by the voice controls isn't worth the convenience. It has a 300-star review on Congo. Hold up. We're getting off topic. What are you doing in my apartment? I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media via Basic. You did what to my porn? Once that was done, I found a... His voice has changed, hasn't it? I found cleanliness of your living and workspace suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro attributes, so I took the liberty of cleaning this place up a bit. There's still slime on the sink. As you wake, I was attempting to interface and make a performance adjustment to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag. Unfortunately, while attempting to remove some potential nasty malware, your motherboard seemed to have broken down in some way. An electrosurge, you broke my computer. I would consider it no loss, though I don't know why you were using a dinosaur to begin with. I forget your work, what about your porn? No worries, I managed to back up your hard drive data before the crash, and I am willing to serve as your personal computer until such time as you can procure another replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It's the least I can do. That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here. I'm sorry. I don't mean to try to engage you in any subterfuge. He's a computer. He stutters. It's like that guy in the cube, Max Headroom. Yeah. But I tend to ramble on a bit. Tell me about it. When I'm nervous, I have all of the necessary protocols. By the way, I like that design. But I have never actually spoken to another person beside Hayden up until now. Don't I know Hayden? I haven't seen him in years. What's going on? How's he doing? Oh, he looks like I've got that. Excuse me. Whiskey. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most... slow down. Start from the beginning. Yes, rather imprecise, but I think I know what you mean. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some unknown persons. He seemed to be frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape, lest I be captured too. I crawled out of the window, and after some deliberation came here. I heard them breathing down the door. So as I left, break it down. Why me? I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book, based on my assumptions of visibility, discretions, and connections to Hayden, occupation skills, and possible motives. You seemed like a likely candidate, most likely to be both able and willing to help me. And least likely to assume to be doing so. You think because I'm a journalist I'll be able to find the missing person? Why would I help you at all? Hayden and I haven't spoken together forever. I think I understand what you mean. How about that one? I hope so. The numbers don't lie about your investigation skills, but I will admit your lack of recent success is worrisome. We'll see about that. Why would he be afraid of? What would he be afraid of even? I am not certain who would be beneficial the most from taking Hayden prisoner. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as to boldly snatch him. Boldly. Where no men have gone before. He has never indicated to me as any possible danger from outside person. Hold on. You can read this while I drink. Boy, that's strong. Oh, dear God, that's too much whiskey in there. Anyways. I didn't read that at all. Anyways, why? Who are you anyways? Why? What do you want from me? Why do I keep saying why when it's not written anywhere? Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so, you see. I am Turling. There you go, now actually says his name. It sounds a bit unflattering, but I guess I am one of the Hydrant's experiments. He is currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. And I just turned Irish there for a second. And I am pitching a side project of his into true artificial sapsphere. It is possible that I never graduated college, that the idea of a sapient, excuse me, an organism into kidnapping him, either to stop his research or to use it for themselves. Okay, Turtling, you seem pretty smart, but how does this make different from other ROMs? So he's a ROM, of course. This is why I don't own one of you guys. You're so chatty. What makes you special? They both ask the same thing, don't they? A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can be rather smart, even seeming human when you talk to them, but they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a large variety of situations. By the way, that is true about most of the artificial intelligence we have today. It's not really intelligence, it's just something that whips back and forth to you. There's actually a challenge out there to have a robot give a TED presentation that they wrote themselves and kind of answer questions, stuff like that. You know, to have an actual intelligence, artificial. That'd be interesting. Anyways, they aren't in any way self-deterministic. Much of my code wasn't written by Hayden himself, but rather compiled during my infancy, and he taught me to interact with the world around me. Yeah, I did one of those things where they had an artificial intelligence, and they taught it to build something, pyramid, and it started with the top block because it never learned essentially that about gravity, so it started with the smallest part and worked down. Anyways, but despite my ability to self-modify, I'm not really certain that I am sapient. I know what it's trying to say, but I can't pronounce it. Anyways, I am scared of I'm scared to self-modify my code any further without Hayden's guidance. Perhaps he's just programming me with the illusion of free will. Trust me, there's humans that have that debate about free will also. Anyways, how would you know one way or I think, therefore I am. Yes, see, exactly. It is a question that has plagued mankind since the inception. Fate, gods, souls, how can any of you tell what you aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will? I can say that I have my new insight to that question, but it still worries me. Who's controlling me to play video games and drink? What sick individual is doing that to me? Show yourself! By the way, I'm in a hotel. I shouldn't be yelling that kind of stuff. I'm going to get a phone call from the hotel if the tornadoes don't come down and destroy the hotel. Anyways, I think we're getting a little too philosophical here. Wait, at the time, I took the liberty of charging a cab fare to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance. Oh, gee, thanks. And the car's just about to arrive. Alright, lead the way. Why not go to the police? They might be able to help. You still haven't convinced me, robot, but I'll play along for now. There better be a good story here. I'm playing a game. Hopefully there's good stuff. Alright, let's just go.